Various topics of BFM. Today we'll be covering Forex and we'll be covering some important numericals over here. One-liners, because one-liners are very important in exams. So let's start. If USD to INR rate is given as 48.10 and pound to USD rate is given as 1, what is the rate of pound to INR? Now, what is this? What is it to be used? We are using what? Over here, we'll be using chain rule, right? Chain rule. What is the chain rule? When you don't know the rates of any currency vis-a-vis your local currency, okay? Means this pound to INR. If you don't know the rate, do you know the rates of pound to INR over here? No. But you are having the other rates, means some base currency rates you are having. So what do? We use the chain rule. What is the chain rule? We use it like this. You have pound to, what do you want? Say this, pound to INR. I'll write it P to I. Okay, let's keep it simple, P to I. So it will be what? Pound to USD into USD to INR. Chain rule, you have studied this in your CAIIB also. So pound to USD rate is what? 1. So keep it 1 only. USD to INR is what? 48.10. So the answer will be 1 into 48.10. Okay, so D is the answer. Isn't it? Simple one. Next one. Chalo. If USD INR rate is 48.10, USD JPY rate is 91.50, what is the rate of INR to JPY? This is not simple. Calculate the rate for 100 JPY. Remember, JPY is always, JPY means what? Japanese yen. I'll write it. JPY means Japanese yen. Okay, it is their currency. So Japanese yen is always calculated in terms of hundreds. We always calculated 100 JPY, 200 JPY, 300 JPY. Rates are quoted in that angle. Why? Because the currency is very small. Now it doesn't mean, remember, the currency is lower. It doesn't mean the country is lower. Japan is the most developed country, one of the top 5 developed countries in this world. Okay. So once you have this top 5 developed countries and their currency is lower than that of Indians, you'll say then it is less developed than India? No, nothing like that. Currency is not at all related to the development of any country. Okay. So now Japanese yen. Okay. So what is the rate now? You want what? INR to JPY. See here, it is INR to JPY we wanted. INR to JPY. I'll write the J over here. Okay. So again use the same chain rule. INR to USD. USD into USD to JPY. So are you having both the rates? INR to USD. Are you having INR to USD? See here, USD to INR rate is given. INR to USD into USD to JPY. This is what you want. So how will you do this? See here, we always, when I am saying this INR to JPY, I want this rate, and JPY to INR. See here, it's actually the reverse one. Whenever we find this rate, we find it this way. JPY to INR. This is what we find out. And then JPY to USD into USD to INR. This is what we find out always. So now first find out this. If you want, you can reverse this. If they ask you in INR to JPY, you can reverse this later. Because this rate is difficult to find out. This rate is very simple. So JPY to USD, what is the rate? JPY to USD. And USD to INR, you know it. See here, this is 48.10. And this JPY to USD is, you don't know. This is 91.50. But that is what? This is USD to JPY. So that is 91.50. So if I want JPY to USD, this is upon 1. So if I want JPY to USD, it will be J upon U equals to 1 upon 91.50. Okay, that will be the rate. So now I've got the JPY to USD rate. Multiply this, put it over here. So my answer will be 1 upon 91.50 into 48.10. Okay, so what is the answer now? Do it on the calci, everyone. Try it on the calci. Yeah. Let me see in the comment section. Let me get the answer in the comment section. Everyone, give me the answer in the comment section. 48.1 divided by 91.5. Okay. So it is 0.5256. 0.5256. Now this is for what? This is JPY to INR. Okay, JPY to INR. But they want it for what? 100 JPY. So multiply this by 100. So it will be 52.56. Where's the answer? Check this. 52.40 or 80. They'll give you this 56 answer, or 50 they'll give you. 60, let's take it. This will be around this 60. So 52.60 roughly. 56 and 60. In exam they'll give you the exact answer over here. So it will be 52.60 or 56, whatever this rate is. Again, got it? Always do it for hundreds. Got it? JPY is always calculated in terms of hundreds. When the exchange rate is fixed by monetary authority of India, of any country, it is called as. See here, when it is fixed by the monetary authority, means what? RBI tomorrow says that dollar to INR rate, okay, is, let's say, 70 rupees, fixed, no changes in that. It will not fluctuate. It is fixed by this monetary authority. So in this case, what is it called as? Direct, indirect, floating or fixed? Direct, indirect, floating or fixed? It is called as fixed, isn't it? It is fixed by the monetary authority of that country. So it is fixed, but obvious. See here, these things are done in many of the countries. Like I'll tell you, there is huge interference in the currency by many of the countries directly. I'll tell you where. China. If you check China, their currency is what? What is the currency of China? Anyone can give me? What is the currency of China? It is yuan, right? Yuan. Main currency, there are renminbi also, but main is yuan, right? China interferes a lot in their currencies. It is administered rate, you can call it. Administered means it is administered by the government, direct interference. Whereas in India, it's not fixed by any RBI or anyone. It is based on demand and supply. China interferes in this currency, and if it wants, it can reduce the rate. If it wants, it can increase the rate whenever it wants, whenever the government decides. So this is known as this interfered rate. So it is fixed by, they say that yes, we are also free floating currency, but nothing like that. Okay, it is fixed. Got it? Everyone subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. In this channel, you will be getting the latest updates from IIBF on JIIB and CAIIB, various notifications. Change in timing, change in subject, change in this. They give this now during the exam days. IIBF gives many notifications. So all of them you get it immediately on Officers Adda 24/7. You need not go to that IIBF website every now and then. Okay. So, and secondly, free YouTube series. Right now, what are you watching? You are watching the free YouTube series. So similarly, you'll be getting the free YouTube series on all the subjects of JIIB and CAIIB, all of them. Okay. So subscribe to it right now. Click on this bell icon. Share it with your friends. Very important. Okay. Bell icon is important so that you get the notifications. When the exchange rate is fixed by the market demand and supply position, it is called as market demand and supply position. Means whatever, if your demand is high, your rate goes high. If your supply is high, your rate goes low. Do you know this concept? Suppose if demand and supply means what? If the demand for dollar goes up, demand for dollar, let's say it will go up. If it goes up, then what happens? The rate for dollar becomes what? The rate for dollar will be high or low? Give me. Will it be, just type H or L? Will it be H or L? If the demand for dollar is high, will the rate for dollar will be high or low? It is high, correct? So if, see, your logic is very simple. If the demand for any commodity is high, the rate for that commodity will go up. Right? This happens, when does this happen? This happens when you have huge fund flows coming in. Suppose if in India, there are large amount of dollars coming in, large dollars, large amount. Everyone is investing dollars. Okay, large dollars are coming in. Then what will happen? In that case, the supply will increase. Supply. Okay, supply will go up. If supply goes up, then what happens? The rate goes down. So the dollar rate will go down. Right? So when large dollars come in, supply goes up, supply of dollar goes up, and the rate goes down. And vice versa. If the dollars go out of the country, if all the investors are moving out of the country, so dollars are moving out, then in that case, dollars are moving out. Okay. If dollars are moving out means what happens? There is a less supply of dollars in this country. Then the rate will go up. So what is this called as actually? Whenever it's decided by this demand and supply position, it is called as what? Direct, floating, indirect or fixed rate. It is called as floating rate. Correct? It is called as floating rate. Remember, fixed and floating, these are the two main rates. What is this direct and indirect? Direct and indirect rates are also there. What do we use in India? So if I say $1 equals to 80 rupees. So what is this now? Is this a direct rate or indirect rate? Type in the comment section. Is this a direct or indirect? Give me the rate. Direct or indirect? What is this called as? It is, what do you say guys? Direct or indirect? It is called as direct rate. Direct. Whenever your dollar, remember, it's the logic is simple. Your dollar is fixed and your rupee currency, local currency is fluctuating. It is called as direct rate. Indirect is reverse. Suppose if I give you £1 equals to $1.5. So here what is happening? Dollar is fluctuating. So this is called as indirect rate. When your dollar is fluctuating, it is called as indirect rate. Okay. So now remember, we in India should move out from this rate to this rate system, because we must develop ourselves so big that we must also have this indirect rate system. Dollar should fluctuate and rupee should be stable. Right now it's the reverse thing. But although now again I'll tell you, don't confuse yourself with the currency, because if you look at it, pound is now having the indirect rate. Okay, but pound is having what? Indirect means what? Is this economy bigger than that of India? No. Indian economy is bigger than that of this Britain economy or London economy. Then also they are having this indirect, because these rates were fixed long back. That's why they are still prevailing. Now within few years this will go. This won't remain for long. So, because if the pound is not growing, if the country is not growing, will this indirect rate remain? No. US will say no, forget this. Make this pound also in the direct rate. And in coming years, if we grow with such a speed, there will be a time when our direct rate will be converted to indirect rate. We will be the governing power, because we are already planning for growing to third number of the economy, right? We are right now at fifth and we are moving towards the third. So when we move towards the third, these rates will change. Okay. So this is got the concept of direct, indirect, floating and fixed, right? The term bid rate stands for bid. Bid means what? Bid rate. Bid offer, bid offer. Okay. Bid offer. It's like this. Bid offer. So you call it buy and sell. Buy and sell. So bid stands for direct, indirect, buying and selling. So it stands for, isn't it? Buying rate. The selling rate of a foreign currency offered by a bank is called as, just now we did it, selling rate, sell rate is known as what? Yes. Give me in the comment section. Just now we saw it. Yeah, this one, sell is what? Correct? Type fast. Offer, isn't it? Everyone download Adda 24/7 app on your mobile. In this app, you will be getting the premium study material plus live classes, ebooks, tests. Whatever we need for clearing this JIB and CAIIB, we'll be getting it over here. So that's why download this app immediately and start studying. Don't just download. Okay, start studying. Country risk is an example of market risk, credit risk, operational risk, and liquidity risk. So country risk is an example of what? Yeah, it is credit. Okay, remember credit risk is of two types. Credit mainly. There can be various types, but mainly two types. Okay, one is country and second is counterparty. Counterparty. Okay, what do you mean by this? Credit risk, country risk means what? Your party is good, means A is selling to B. Let's say A is selling the goods to B. Okay, so B is good, but a country in which B is living is bad. Afghanistan, North Korea. So B is good. But the second part is counterparty. Your B is bad. Country is good. USA, somebody staying in USA, somebody staying in Europe. Countries are good, but the party is bad. So that is counterparty. So country risk is an example of what? Credit risk, isn't it? All of the following are the types of price risk except, so which is not the type of price risk. All of them. Let's see. Price risk means what? Commodity price risk. The price of any commodity. What is the commodity? Commodity is anything. Dollar is also a commodity. Okay, currency is also a commodity. So commodity price risk. Exchange rate risk. That is also price risk, because if the dollar rate changes or the exchange rate changes, definitely the price will change. So this is also the part. Stock price risk and counterparty risk. Now it's typical one. Counterparty is what? Just now we saw it, credit. So is it a part of price risk? No, isn't it? So this is the answer. So these all are true, 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 and this one is false. And we want false only, which is not the type of price risk, right? Stock price risk, obviously, stock price risk is a part of price risk only, isn't it? In financial bond markets and in financial market, bond prices and yields are. So this bond price and yields are what? Directly or inversely related? Inversely, directly, inversely or directly, depending on the type of the bond. None of the above. So the bond prices and yields are always, they are always. Once remember the price of the rate of interest, yield we call it. Yield means what? It's the rate of expected rate of interest. Here, what is yield? You need to understand that also. Expected rate of interest, expected ROI. Okay, that is yield. There are two rates always in any bond. One is coupon and second is yield, right? So coupon is always fixed. Once it is given, it's fixed. You can't change it. But this yield goes on changing. Expected rate goes on changing. If the expected ROI goes up, then the price of your bond, existing bond, will go down. Always remember. If the expected ROI goes down, your price of the bond will go up. So it is what? Inversely related, isn't it? In financial bond market or market, bond prices and yields are inversely related always. You see this, what happened in this, October, just type on Google, October 22 to December 22. Check the US bond rates. US bond rate, check this, you'll get this. In US, the prices of the bond fell like anything. Why? Because the rate of interest or the bank, their Federal Reserve, increased the rate of interest. So that was the point. Okay. Now, how to join this Offices Adda 24/7 YouTube channel or the Instagram channel or the LinkedIn channel? Scan this QR code. For this LinkedIn channel, scan this QR code, do one. For the YouTube channel, scan this black QR code, this one. And for the Instagram channel, scan this QR code. You can join it immediately. Okay? Because on these channels, we are giving free YouTube series, we are giving ebooks, we are giving tests, some of the sample ebooks, simple, some during the exams, we take various tests as such, free tests. So you can join this right now, isn't it? Rate of cancelling the original contract means whenever we cancel the original contract rate, it is done at what rate? TT buying, TT selling, bill buying, bill selling. Here, cancelling the original contract rate, it depends on what rate are we talking of. Suppose I am calling buy rate. Rate of cancelling the buy rate. Okay. So if I have purchased this dollar earlier, okay, if I have purchased it, I might have purchased it at what rate? I might have purchased it at either bill buying or TT buying, depending on what type of transaction it was. If it was a spot transaction, I might have done it at TT buying. If it was a bill transaction, I might have done at a bill buying rate. But cancelling is always done at the same rate. That is known as TT selling. Cancelling, here, cancelling means reversing that transaction. So that will be always done at TT selling. Rate of booking a new contract for next 1 month is TT buying, TT selling, bill buying, bill selling. Here, next 1 month I want. So just now I told you, spot transaction, spot will always be done at TT. Whereas future transaction will always be done at bill. Okay. So it will be done at a bill rate. But bill means what? Booking new contract for 1 month. Which contract? Suppose if I say export contract, export. So export means what? Buying. So I'll be using bill buying rate. So I'll be using bill buying over here. If it's import, then I'll be using bill selling rate. We are in the Sankalpa series for ABM and we are covering important theory as well as important objective questions over here. Today we'll be covering sampling techniques and we'll be covering mainly the true or false questions, means objective questions. Okay, now I'll be asking you the questions and you'll be answering me. Okay, so let's start one by one. When the items included in a sample are based on the judgment of the individual conducting the sample, the sample is said to be non-random. Is it true or false? We are talking of this A1 now. A. When the items included in the sample are based on the judgment of the individual conducting the sample is said to be non-random. What do you say, guys? Type in the comment section, true or false. I want the answer only in true or false. Individual conducting the sample. Judgment of the individual conducting the sample. So it is. Yes, it is. Correct. The answer is here, individual conducting the sample. This is a type of non-probability sampling. So the answer for this is true. Okay. The answer for this is true, everyone. Okay. One sec. Yeah. So the answer is true over here. Let me mark it over here. True. Okay. Second one. A statistic is a characteristic of a population. Now this is a simple one. You must answer this. A statistic is a characteristic of a population. True or false? What do you say? Statistic is a characteristic of a population. Let me see. Everyone, think over it. What is population? What is sample? Suppose if I find the mean of population, what is it called as? Suppose if I find the mean of a sample, what is it called as? Mean of a sample is called as statistic and mean of a population is called as parameter. So what does it mean? A statistic is a characteristic of not a population, but it's for the sample. So this answer is false. Okay, false over here. Okay, got it, everyone? Answer is false. Next one. See, such questions are asked to you in the exam and you need to be very clear in your mind about it. A sampling plan that selects members, from a population at uniform intervals in time order or space is called as stratified sampling. So sampling plan that selects members from a population, so at uniform intervals, this is an important word over here, uniform intervals. So the sampling plan which selects the members at uniform intervals is called a stratified sampling. Is it true? Type fast in the comment section. True or false? What do you think? True or false? True or false? Yes. It is called as true or false? True, false. Yes. Firstly, what are the types of samplings? Probability samplings. There are 4 types of probability samplings. What are those? One is simple random, Yes, type in the comment section. One is simple random, second one is, yes, everyone. In the comment section, please. Yes, yes, yes. One is simple random, second is systematic. Correct, systematic. Second one, right? Third one, stratified. Correct. And fourth one, cluster. Got it? So here this stratified is the right answer or no? Now you all of you have to search it. You might have the answers also. So this is uniform interval, means it is not stratified sampling. It is called a systematic sampling. So the answer over here is false again. Okay? It is false. Got it, everyone? Yeah. Second, next one. As a general rule, it is not necessary to include a finite population multiplier in computation for a standard error, the mean when the sampling size is greater than 50. Okay, let me change this. Let me make it when the sampling size is greater than 30. So now give me the answer. As a general rule, it is not necessary to include a finite population multiplier in computation for a standard error of a mean when the sample size is greater than 30. Now tell me the answer. Yes, it should be greater than. True or false? In the comment section, I want the answer from everyone. Is it true or false? Yes, it is. It is true. 30 is the true answer. Okay, 30 is the true answer. This is true. It should be greater than 30. Then the finite population multiplier is not required in that case. Okay, so the minimum sample size is 30 for these cases. Okay, so now before going ahead, everyone, let me tell you, see this. Join our Telegram channel and our YouTube channel using this. Okay, Telegram and YouTube channel, both the channels you should join. Scan this QR code right now over here. Okay, scan this QR code over here. Scan it and you can join our Telegram plus YouTube. Now, why should you join our YouTube and Telegram channel? Why? See, the reason is, in these channels you will be getting all the updates, number one, from this IIBF. Okay, so what is the YouTube channel? Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. Remember, there are many fake channels also. So that's why this QR code is given. By scanning this QR code, you can directly join the LinkedIn, this Telegram channel of this Officers Adda 24/7. Okay. Similarly, for this YouTube channel, you can join this YouTube channel also using this QR code. Okay. So do it fast. Okay. The probability distribution of the means of all the possible samples is known as sample distribution of the mean. Is this true or false? The probability, this question we are dealing with. The probability distribution of the means of all the possible samples is known as the sample distribution of the mean. Is it true or false, everyone? What is it? True or false? This, see here, what are we talking of? Probability distribution of the means of the samples. So we are focusing on the word samples over here. So whenever we are doing the probability distribution of any mean or mode or median, anything for the samples, it is known as sample distribution, or it's called a sampling distribution. That is the right word actually, sampling. But in exam they might give you sample also. Okay, so this answer is again true. Okay, this answer is again true. Got it? Next one. The principles of simple random sampling are theoretical foundation of the statistical inference. What is this? Principles of simple random sampling. So just now what did I tell you? What are the four types of samplings? One is simple random, second is systematic, third is stratified, and last one is this cluster, right? So which one is the best sampling? Base you can call it. Base of any sampling techniques or base of statistics. Among these four, which one is considered as a base? Everyone? That will answer this question also. The principles of simple random sampling are theoretical foundation of the statistical inference. Suppose if I have to find any inference of any population, so for that I need to do the best method is simple random sampling. So that is true, again true. Remember, simple random sampling is the best sampling, okay, is the best sampling. All the remaining ones like cluster or this systematic or this stratified, these come later, but basic is simple random sampling. Okay, so those who are in the paid class, you might have already know, I have explained you what is the systematic, simple random, stratified. Okay, those are watching on YouTube, kindly join the paid classes, man, immediately, because there we have a lot of time, isn't it? Next one. The standard error of the mean is the standard deviation of the distribution of the sample means. See, this we are dealing in. The standard error of the mean is the standard deviation of the distribution of the sample means. Is this true or false? Standard error of the mean I am talking of. Okay. So here we are talking of the mean. Standard error of the mean is the standard deviation of the distribution of the sample means. So whenever I am talking of the mean over here, standard error means what? Standard error relates to samples. Okay. Remember one simple logic. For population, we always use the word standard deviation. And for this samples, we always use the word standard error. So standard error of the mean is the standard deviation of distribution of the sample means. So standard error will relate to samples. So this is again true. These are all information points for you. In exam, you might get such questions. Okay? True. Next one. The sampling plan that divides the population into well-defined groups from which random samples are drawn is known as cluster sampling. So, is this known as cluster sampling? A sampling plan that divides the population into well-defined groups. Well-defined. Well-defined means they can be defined in any terms. They can be defined in the terms of region. They can be defined in the terms of age. They can be defined in the terms of marks. Okay, or they can be defined like in systematic sampling. They can be defined just by serial order. So the sampling plan that divides the population into well-defined groups from which random samples are drawn is known as cluster sampling. So is it true or false? True or false? Is it true or false over here, everyone? It is true. See this, again true. See here, I'll tell you one point over here. Even if this answer would have been instead of cluster, the answer would have been like this. Let me give you 3-4 options over here. If the answer would have been instead of cluster, it would have been stratified. Then, or systematic. Then also the answer would have been correct. See here, well-defined groups means what? Whatever is it given specifically? That what type of well definition? Is it related to regions? Here, I'll give you some hints about this. Cluster will always relate to region. Always relate to region. Stratified will always relate to strata. Means some groups, common things, percentages, 40 to 60%, 60 to 80%. That. Systematic will always relate to line. All of you stand in one line and every 10th person come here. So that is systematic. So these are all well-defined groups. So the answer is true over here. Okay. The standard error of the mean decreases with an increase in the sample size. So as I go on increasing the sample size, will the standard error decrease or will it increase? As I go on increasing the sample size, see, increase in the sample size. So will this standard error decrease or increase? What do you say? True or false? Type fast in the comment section, everyone. Yes. The standard error of the mean decreases with an increase in the sample size. True or false? Let me see. Yes. It is true. That is the basic rule of sampling, right? That is the basic rule of sampling. So the standard error will decrease. What is standard error? Standard error is actually the difference between the population mean and the observed mean. Keep it very simple. So standard error is the difference between the population mean and the observed mean, isn't it? We have that formula z equals to 1 upon psi x bar standard error into x bar minus mu, right? So that formula means that formula gives you x bar and mu. The difference is known as standard error. Okay. To perform the complete enumeration, one would need to examine every item in the population. Means to do some survey. It's that simple. Suppose if I have to do some survey, so will I have to survey each and every element of the that sample size? Means suppose if I have been told to find out the average salary in any city, in Delhi, let's say I have been told to find out the average salary in Delhi. Will I have to take the sample of each and every person in the Delhi? Will I have to go to each and every house in Delhi and ask them, what is your salary? What is this? What is this? Some 5-6 questions. Is it required to do the survey of each and every element? Not required. Isn't it? What do we do? What do we do in this? We take some representative samples. We'll take the samples in the 4 corners of the city, isn't it? 4 corners, various corners of the city, or some 10 samples from various corners of the city, and then we'll find out the average salary, right? So to perform the complete enumeration, one would need to examine every item in the population. So that is false. Okay, you need not do the enumeration of each and every item of the or do the survey of each and every element of that sample. Okay. In everyday life, we see many examples of infinite population of physical objects. So do we see them? We see many examples of infinite population of physical objects. Is it true or false? Infinite population. Do you see them? Give me some example. Give me some example of physical objects. Infinite population. Type in the comment section, everyone. Infinite population of physical objects. Okay, I'll give you some examples. Let me see how many of you have written. Yeah. Now let me see. So it is, okay. Can you tell me the number of stars in the sky? These are physical objects. Stars are physical objects. Do you know the number of stars in the sky? No, you don't know. Because they are infinite. Suppose if I give you 1 kg of sugar, 1 kg of sugar, and tell you to count each and every grain of that sugar, each and every grain. Is it possible? Grain, each and every grain. Not possible, isn't it? So these are all physical objects and infinite population. We see many examples. That is true. We see so many examples, right? So that is true over here. Next one. To obtain a theoretical sampling distribution, we consider all the samples of the given size. So see this. To obtain a theoretical sampling distribution. Sampling distribution means what is the total number of samples taken, how the samples are distributed. This comes under the normal curve, bell curve we call it. We consider all the samples of the given size. So do we consider all the samples or no? All the samples, everyone? So the answer is true. Yes, we consider all the samples of the given size. See here, sampling distribution, if you have to take, you have to consider all the samples, whichever sampling you have done. Okay, so the answer is true again. Got it? Let me see how many of you have answered this. Yeah. Next one. Larger samples are always a good idea because they decrease the standard error. So if I have the larger samples, will it decrease my standard error? Yes, they will decrease. Just now we saw it in one of the above questions. As the sample size increases, the standard error will decrease. So does it mean I must always go for larger samples? Is it true? What about the cost? Suppose if I am doing a sample survey of 50 persons versus I am doing the sample survey of 5,000 persons. What will be the cost of 5,000 persons? So it's not always a good idea. That is a false answer. It is not always a good idea because cost considerations are very important. In sampling, cost is very important part. Okay. Now before going ahead, everyone subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. I gave you the link also. Scan that QR code, okay, and subscribe to this channel immediately. Okay. So in this channel, you are getting all the latest updates from IIBF plus free YouTube series. Right now, what are you watching? You are watching the free YouTube series. So you are getting that also. So that's why subscribe to it. Click on the bell icon immediately. The mean of certain population was 15. Most of the samples we could take from that population would likely have a mean of 15. Is it true? See here, mean of a certain population was 15. So if the mean of certain population, suppose if there is a city and I am having the average salary of that city is 15,000, let's say, okay. So the mean of the samples which I took from all the 5 corners of the city. So will the mean of those samples also be 15 or no? That is, let me see. Okay, let me see first from your side. Are you saying true? It is false. False. Again, the answer is false over here. Why? Because it's not compulsory that the mean of the sample should be 15 only. I'll give you an example. Suppose I'm having the samples here. I took 4 surveys, let's say 4 corners of the city. And I got the average as, means average of one was 10, second one was 20, okay, third one was 15, and fourth one was let's say 17, okay, and this I'll make it 8. Suppose if I got these 4 salaries, 8,000, 20,000, 15,000 and 17,000. Now you do the addition of all these. 20 plus 8, 28 plus 15, 33, right? 33, then 43, 43, then this 7, 15, then 60, right? So total I'm getting it as 60 over here. Total is 60. Do the average upon 4. So what am I getting? I'm getting this as 15. So my population mean is coming out as 15. But were all the samples having the mean of 15? No. So it's not compulsory. That is the point I'm stressing. So that is false. The standard error of a sample statistic is the standard deviation of the sampling distribution. So standard error of a sample statistic is the standard deviation of the sampling distribution. That is true. What did I say earlier? Sample standard error is same as the standard deviation. So that is true over here. Okay. True. Whatever this other name for standard deviation is standard error in case of samples. For population, it is standard deviation. Judgment sampling has the disadvantage that it may lose some representativeness of the sample. Judgment sampling. What is judgment sampling? There are 2 types of sampling. One is probability, second is judgment. So judgment sampling has a disadvantage that it may lose some representatives of the sample. That is true. Because judgment is based on the individual judgment. Suppose if I am the judge, I feel something is right, but there may be other things which are out of my purview or out of my thinking, but they may also be right. So that is true over here. Next one. The sampling fraction compares the size of the sample to the size of the population. Now this you must definitely tell me. Let me see. You must definitely tell me this answer. It should be Yeah, sampling fraction, compare the size of the sample, of the sample to the size of the population. So that is, yeah, it is true. That is the meaning of this sampling fraction. Okay, that is true. Okay. And last one, any sampling distribution, no, there is one more. Any sampling distribution can be totally described by mean and a standard deviation. Can it be described? Any sampling distribution can be totally described by mean and a standard deviation. Suppose if I know the mean and I know the standard deviation. We are in the ABM Sankalpa series. In the Sankalpa series, we are covering important theory, numericals, and case studies as well. So today we'll be covering probability. We'll be covering the theory of probability, plus we'll be covering some numericals. So watch the video till the end, and importantly, follow the whole series because we are covering various subjects in this, various topics in this. Okay. Now this series is not only for ABM, it is for other subjects as well. So that's why follow the complete series. Okay. So let's start without wasting the time. What will be the schedule of the session? So we'll be talking of types of probabilities, that is the theory part, and then we'll be talking of probability numericals. Okay. So let's start. First, types of probabilities. Everyone, before that, how many of you have heard about these probability distributions? Type in the comment section. Yes. Have you studied this? Okay. Firstly, let me ask you a simple one. Have you studied this Bernoulli distribution? Or have you studied this probability distribution as such? Type in the comment section. Have you studied the probability distribution up till now? It's an important topic. Okay. Yeah. Roughly around 8 to 10 marks. 8 marks roughly you consider it. Probability distribution. 8 marks. Okay. And in this probability distribution, you have three types of probabilities. One is Bernoulli, second is binomial, and third one is Poisson. Okay. So we'll study one by one now. Bernoulli distribution is a discrete probability distribution where Bernoulli random variable can have either 0 or 1 as the outcome. P is the probability of success and 1 minus P is the probability of failure. So some books call this 1 minus P as Q also. Okay. Some books call this 1 minus P as Q. So this is called as Q also. So now I see here either two answers should be applicable over here, either 0 or 1. Remember, important point. There should be only two answers. For example, coin. Suppose if I toss a coin, throw a coin in the air. Okay. So what are the possibilities? Only two answers, either head or tail. Will you clear your CAIIB? Only two answers. Either you will clear it or you won't. It's that simple. So only two answers should be possible. Okay. Suppose if I throw a dice, you know that dice we played in our school time. Nowadays also we played Ludo and all those games. So when you throw the dice, then what? Either you get, now there are 6 options. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You'll say, how come 2? So that is possible. Either get 6 or other than 6. 6 or other. If I have to get 6 on the top or other, so it's again 2. So that this way these problems are framed. So there can be only two answers. Remember, 0 or 1 as the outcome. P is the probability of success and Q is the probability of failure. Now success means what? Success means that probability which is asked in the question. If they ask you, if I throw a coin and what is the probability of getting a head, then that getting the head becomes the success and getting the tail becomes the failure. Okay. The mean of Bernoulli distribution is Ex equals to P and the variance is P into Q. Means P into Q basically. So Bernoulli is P into Q. Okay. Variance. Got it? Simple. Now this dp. So P equals to 1 for n equals to 1 and n equals to 0, it is Q. 1 minus P. Okay. So remember this. Either it is success or failure. Simple. Now next go to This is binomial distribution. Now if I go on repeating Bernoulli 10 times, then that is called as binomial. In probability distribution theory and statistics, binomial distribution where parameters n and p is discrete probability distribution of number of successes in the sequence of n independent experiments, each asking for yes/no questions, and each with its own Boolean valued outcome. My God, such a big definition, isn't it? Success P and failure Q 1 minus P. A single success or failure experiment is called as Bernoulli or a Bernoulli experiment, and a sequence of outcomes is called as Bernoulli process. For a single trial, that is n equal to 1, the binomial distribution is Bernoulli distribution. Now I'll explain you in simple words over here. What does it mean? If I go on, when I toss the coin only once, when I toss it only once, then it is Bernoulli. When I toss it more than once, greater than 1, then it becomes binomial. So basically logic is binomial. Logic over here is, if I go on repeating the Bernoulli distribution, I'll get binomial. I'll go on repeating it, okay, for n number of times. So that is the basic logic. Remember that much only. Each trial is independent in binomial because each trial is Bernoulli. Each trial is having its own head or tail, right? So that is binomial. Suppose if I ask you one question, I am tossing a coin 5 times. 5 times, one time I am getting head. I got head over here. Then again I got head second time. Third time also I got head. So now fourth time, can you guarantee me? Everyone type in the comment section. 3 times I have got a head. Now fourth time, can you guarantee me that I'll get a head again? Just type head or tail, or you don't know. Yes or no. Just type yes or no. Can you guarantee me that you'll get a head again over here? You can't guarantee me. Why? Because each trial is independent. Suppose if I get 2 times head, I can't guarantee that third time I'll get a head. Fourth time I'll get a head. Fifth time I'll get a head. So that's why binomial means each time it's a Bernoulli experiment. And each trial is independent. Okay. Now before going ahead, everyone scan these QR codes. This blue one is for our LinkedIn channel. This black one is for our YouTube channel. And this other one, green one, or this blue, this is for our Instagram channel. You should join all these channels, LinkedIn, Instagram, as well as YouTube, because we provide with various free YouTube series, number 1. Secondly, we provide with free question banks, free tests on this channel. So that's why join immediately. Okay. Now, binomial, this is the formula for binomial. NCR into P raised to R, Q raised to N minus R, or X we call it. So NCX, P raised to X, Q raised to N minus X. N is number of trials. X is the successes required, successes required. Okay. P is the probability of getting success in each trial, single trial, and Q is the failure, probability of getting the failure. So this is binomial. Now, if you go on in Poisson, in probability distribution theory and statistics, the Poisson distribution is a discrete probability distribution that expresses the probability of given number of events occurring in fixed intervals of time or space if these events occur with a constant mean rate. Now one thing I'll clarify over here, Poisson distribution. Remember, in exam you will always face the problem like how to identify this problem is of Bernoulli, binomial, or Poisson. How to identify that? So to identify that, remember, in binomial, you will always get each trial should be independent. Very important. Each trial means you shouldn't be able to guarantee the next trial whether I'll get head or tail. And for Poisson, always remember there will be something constant over here. Fixed interval, something constant. Okay. Something fixed, something constant. Like the like suppose example, you are getting some virus. Every 2 hours you are getting almost 3 deaths, or 3 patients, why deaths. Okay, 3 patients every 2 hours I am getting. So this is a constant phenomena. So Poisson will always see this constant phenomena. For example, electricity in a city or in an area, every day 3 hours electricity is not there. So this is a constant phenomena. From when you get such problems, you understand that it's a Poisson problem. What is the formula for Poisson series? The formula for Poisson is this: lambda raised to x, you can call it, or e raised to minus lambda upon x factorial. Okay, what is x required? X equals to 0, 1, 2, 3, whatever is required. Lambda is a constant thing happening, which is happening constantly. 2 hours, every 2 hours, electricity is gone. Per day, 2 hours, electricity is not there. So that is a constant thing. And E is known as Euler's constant. It is 2.72 roughly. 2.718, it's a big number, but you can consider it 2.72, simple. Okay. So this is Poisson. So binomial formula, what is the formula for binomial? NCR, P raised to R, Q raised to N minus R, right? What is the formula for this Poisson? Lambda raised to X, or R you can call it. Here, some books call it R, some books call it S, one and the same thing. Lambda raised to R, E raised to minus lambda upon R factor. Okay, what is R or X? It is what is asked in the exam. Okay, so that was the theory part. Now we'll solve some numericals. Okay, so theory, everyone got it? Type yes in the comment section. You must, from this lecture, you must at least understand the formula. And for binomial and this Poisson. Okay, so have you got this now? Shall we move ahead now? Type yes in the comment section. Everyone, yes. Type yes. Okay, move on. Chalo. A coin is thrown 3 times. What is the probability that at least one head is obtained? See, a coin is thrown 3 times. 3 times I am throwing the coin. So 3 times means what? Suppose if I throw the coin only once. Here, once I throw the coin. What is the possibility of getting the answer? Means either I'll get what? Head or tail, right? Simple. If I throw the coin only once, I'll get head or tail. So what are the total outcomes? 2. If I throw the coin 2 times, so again I might get head or tail or head, anything, isn't it? So again, what are the outcomes? 2. Right? Now third time, 3 times I am throwing. Third time. So now look at this. The outcomes over here are 2. So 2 times I am throwing it. But the answer doesn't, third time the answer is not 6. So if I throw the coin 3 times, the outcome is, remember, 2 raised to here. 2 is the outcome for each raised to 3. So the outcome will be 8 possibilities. Now look at these possibilities. See this. 8 possibilities, because I am joining them 3 times. 3 times I am throwing the coin. So there are 8 possibilities available. Suppose if I throw the coin 4 times, then it is 2 raised to 4, 16. Okay. So now find the answer. It is either HHH. Here 3 times I am throwing the coin. So I can get all the heads also, or head tail, or head tail head, tail head, tail head, tail head, and all these. Here you see this, these are 8 possibilities available. Now what is asked in the question? What is the probability that at least one head is obtained? At least one head. So now am I having one head over here? Yeah, I am having more than one head. So this is okay. This is okay. Head, tail head, okay. Tail head, okay. Tail head, okay. One head, at least one head I must get. This also. This is not okay, because here I am getting tail. So this is not okay. So how many are the required successes over here? Here, at least one head. So what is the formula for probability? Probability is always the success. Probability equals to success, or P, success basically, upon sample space, total number of elements, total number of sample points, means whatever are the sample points available, or whatever the sample space. So what is the sample space over here? Sample space means total number of outcomes. So how many outcomes are there? 8. So here I am getting 8 outcomes. How many successes are required here? At least one head. So it is 7 successes. So my probability becomes 7 upon 8. So that is my answer, 7 upon 8, right? Now suppose if I ask you, find the probability, everyone type in the comment section now. Everyone got this problem by now? Got it, everyone? Now if I ask you, what is the probability that you will get no head? No, I don't want any head now. So at least one head was 7 upon 8. So no head means what? No head. Suppose if you get this question in exam, no head. How will you solve this? It is 1 minus p. 1 minus p. So 1 minus 7 upon 8. So it is 1 upon 8. That is the answer for no head. Okay. If I ask you, I want at least two heads. Two heads. So in that case, what can be the possibility? At least I am talking, at least. So 1, 2, 3, 4. These 4 are the answers. At least two heads, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. So if I ask you two heads, then what will be the possibility? Two heads. So it is, denominator is 8, but here it is 4. So it is 1 by 2. This is the way we must solve these numericals. Okay, at least two heads. If I ask you, you should get at least 3 heads. At least 3 heads. Then what will be the answer? Now you type in the comment section. At least 3 heads. I want the answer for at least 3 heads. Everyone. Yes, at least 3 heads. What is the answer? At least 3. Yeah. So there's only one upon 8. Because everyone else is having 2 heads. At least 3 heads means only one. Right? Everyone download Adda 24/7 app on your mobile. In this app, you will be getting the premium study material plus live classes, ebooks, tests. Whatever study material is required for us, including the classes, books, tests, you get it over here. So download it right now. Download this app. Share it with your friends. Okay. Find the probability of getting a numbered card when the card is drawn from a pack of 52 cards. Now I want a numbered card. Okay. Numbered card. Now how many numbered cards are there? Firstly tell me. And total is 52. Okay. First remember the probability. Formula for probability is what? Success. Okay. Upon total. Right? Sample space. So total is simple. Total you have got it 52. Right? Total is 52 cards. What about the success? Success is what? Numbered card. Now how many numbered cards are there? In a pack of 52 cards, how many numbered cards? Here. Numbered cards are, what are numbered cards? Which are having numbers. So 2, 3, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Up to 10 you are having all the numbered cards. After 10, what do you have? You have the jack, you have the queen, you have the king, and you have the ace. So these are all called as what's here. Remember, there are 3 types of cards. One is numbered. Okay. Second one is, what is this? Anyone knows? Second one? Yes, face card is there, but this is not the answer. Honor card is the answer. Honor card means jack, queen, king, and ace. And last one is face card. Face cards are 3. Only jack, queen, and king. No ace is there. Does ace have a face card? Ace means that Eka, we call it, right? Does it have a face? No. So here what do I want numbered? Numbered means how many are there? 9. 2 to 10. So there are 9. But 9 in 1. So similarly you have 4 types of cards, right? So 9 to the 36. So answer becomes 36 upon 52. 36 upon 52. So you go on dividing it. It is what? 4. 4 9s are 4 13. So this is your answer, 9 by 13. Everyone got this here? This is very important concept to understand. Okay, you guys should understand this very properly. Got it? Everyone clear? So these were the numericals which I had told you. Here we were to do theory and numericals. Here all the numericals are not possible to be done in this half an hour class. Okay, we will be solving the numericals as well as some important objective questions also. Basically chapter 1 and chapter 3 also. It's not only chapter 1, it's for chapter 1 and 3 combined. Okay. So in this Sankalpa series, remember, we are covering all the important theory, numericals, objective questions and case studies as well. So that's why follow this series till the end. Okay. So let me start. Okay. Let's start with the first objective question. The type of cumulative frequency where the frequencies are added starting from the highest class to the lowest class are called as. Now look at this. Cumulative frequency starting from the highest to the lowest. Now what do you mean by this? Firstly, what is cumulative frequency? Cumulative, what is the word of meaning of this word cumulative? Suppose if I write it like this, let's say 10, then 20, 20, then here 30, 40, and I go on writing. And now what is the cumulative figure? Cumulative means addition of all these before this number. So suppose add accumulation of 10 is 10 only. Accumulation of 20 over here is this 20 plus 10, 30. Accumulation of this is 30 plus 30, 60. 60 plus 40, 100. So cumulative means addition of all these numbers before. So this is cumulative. Now what do you mean by this? The question over here is when the frequencies are added from the highest class to the lowest class. Highest to the lowest means what? Suppose if I am having the, what do you mean by the class? Word class actually. The class means over here, let's say, if I divide, if I am having, let's say these numbers only, 10, 20, 30, 40. Okay. Now what will I do? I'll divide this number in classes. For example, 0 to 10, then 10 to 20, something like this, 20 to 30, and so on. I go on arranging this. So this is known as a class. Each one is a class, and this difference is known as a class width. Remember this. This is class width. Okay, class width, and this difference. This is a class, and this is known as a class width. Okay. Now what is the question? Where the frequencies are added starting from highest class to lowest class. So what will I do? When I arrange this, I'll be arranging it accordingly here. Suppose we take only these three classes up till now. Okay. 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30. So if I want highest to lowest, how will I arrange them? I'll arrange them in this way. 20 to 30 first. Then 10 to 20 next. Here, highest to lowest I'm going. 0 to 10 next. Okay. This is the way I'm going. So I'm going to on the lower side. So this is known as what? Relative frequency, percentage frequency, less than or greater than cumulative frequency. What is the answer? Everyone type in the comment section. It is, here logically I'll tell you. Answer is between this C and D only. Less than and greater than. So it is greater than. Correct. It is greater than cumulative frequency. Got it? Greater than means whenever I am starting from the highest and going to the lowest. See, this is the highest and going to the lowest. If I am taking the reverse route means lowest to highest, then it is known as less than. Clear? Simple? Okay, move ahead. Type yes in the comment section, everyone. Type yes. Okay. The following table gives less than type frequency distribution of the income per day. Okay. Now what have you to do? Is this less than? I think so. Less than type. It should be greater than type. Okay. Okay. It should be greater than, because it is starting from the highest 1500 and it is going to the lowest. Okay. So greater than type. GT I'll write it. Okay. The following table gives the GT type frequency of the income per day. What is the income mode? Now the question is different. Let it be less than or greater than. It doesn't matter. It hardly matters. Question over here is what is the mode? Mode means what? Firstly, understand what is the meaning of mode. Mode means here, this is known as frequency. Frequency. How many persons are having income of 1500? How many persons are having income of 1250? And so on. Okay. What is the mode? Mode means that number which occurs maximum number of times. Maximum number of times. This is known as a mode. There are three words you'll face again and again. One is mean, mode, and median. Okay, these are the three words you'll face many times: mean, mode, median. Okay, so what is this mean, mode, median? See, mode, just now I told you, number of times, maximum number of times. Okay, mean means what? Mean is average, average. Okay, and mode is what? Median means what? Median means what? I'll arrange these numbers in the serial order, either ascending or descending. Arrange them. There are two steps to median. First is arrange them in serial order. Okay, and then find the central number. Find central number. Find central number. Okay, so this is known as median. So these three important terms are there in statistics. I gave you this because why? Because here the point over here is this question is only on mode. But you guys must understand, if the exam question is on mean, mode or median, anything, you must be able to answer it. Okay, so got it everyone? Mean is average, mode is max, and median is arrange the numbers first and then find a central number. There are various methods to this that I'll explain it in some other video, but the logical part is this. So now tell me, what is the mode in this? Which one is the mode in this? Everyone, which one is the mode in this? Which one is coming maximum number of times? This is the frequency. Which one has a maximum frequency is a mode. So which is having maximum frequency? 100. So which income class is having this modal class? So this is 1500. So this is your answer. In exam, tick on that wherever 1500 is given. Clear, simple? Got it? Shall we move ahead? See, here many questions of this sort are covered in our paid classes. In fact, paid classes, you take the review. All of them are most happy, because the complete portion is covered over there. Numericals, objective questions, case studies, everything is covered. Okay. Everyone join, subscribe to Officers Adda 24/7 YouTube channel. In this channel, you will be getting the latest updates on JIB and CAIIB, number one. Number two, now second thing, you will be getting the free YouTube series. How to join this? I'll tell you later. Free YouTube series on all the subjects. Okay, so subscribe to it. Click on the bell icon. Okay. The data of some workers' salary are given as this, whatever this is, 2300, 2400, 2500. You can read this data. If the desired number of class intervals is 10, then the class width is. Now, how to find out the class width? Firstly, remember what is the class width? Class width means, suppose if I divide these numbers in let's say any, suppose, okay, let me give you, I gave you some example earlier, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, same one. See this one, 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, same thing. So same class width you have to find it over here. How to find out the class width? So here, remember the formula for class width is, I'll write CW. Class width equals to range upon number required, number of intervals. Okay, range upon number of intervals. Range upon number of intervals. Okay, so number of intervals is what? This you know already, 10. But what is the range? How to find out the range? Range equals to, remember, always remember, range equals to maximum number minus minimum number. Maximum minus minimum. What is maximum number over here? 2300, 2400, 2500, 21, 2000, 2000, 23, 28, 3000, 23, 27, 24, 25. 3000 is the maximum number, isn't it? So 3000. What is the minimum number then? Give me, everyone. Type in the comment section. Which is the minimum number now? Comment section, everyone. Minimum number is 2000, correct? This is the lowest number. So 2000 over here. So range is what? 2000 3000 minus 2000. So 1000. So what is my class width now? So class width equals to 1000 upon 10. So that is equal to 100. So this is my answer. Class width is 100. Okay. What do you mean by class width? What is the meaning of this word? This 100 you have got, it means what? What have you got? It means when I start arranging these numbers, I'll be arranging them like this: 2000 to 2100, lowest number, and then go on adding 100, then 2100 to 2200, and so on. Okay, up to what? Last number, 3000. Okay, that last, it will be what? 2900 to 3000. This will be my last class, right? So this is the meaning of this width. Width means, now you check the difference between each one. 22 minus 2100, 3000 minus 2900, 21 minus 2100. Okay, so width will always remain the same. So this is 100. Okay, the class intervals where upper and the lower limits are also included in the class interval are called as, here, upper and the lower limits are also included. Now what do you mean by this? Upper and the lower limits are included. Okay, let me give you the logic over here. Suppose there are these numbers. Okay, how? Let me start. 11, 12, 18, 19, then what? Let's say 23, 27. Let's say these numbers, 29. Okay, now I have to arrange them in classes. I have to arrange these numbers in classes. So how will I arrange them? See, let me start with simple one. Now I can arrange it this way also. 10 to 14. And there I'll write both inclusive. 10 also included and 14 also included. Okay. Let's say, let me add one number over here. That is, let's say 14. Okay. 14 over here. Okay. So this is 10 to 14. Then next one is 15 to 19. Both are included. 15 to 19. Next one is 20 to 24. Now this class where both are included, upper limit also and lower limit also, this class is known as what? This is your question. Now we'll say if this is included, what is the other one? The other one is exclusive. Here what happens? Take 0.5 on this side, 0.5 on this side. So it will be 9.5 to 14.5. Look at this, 14.5. 0.5 on the other side, 0.5 on the first side, right? Similarly over here, this 14.5, 0.5 on the other side, okay, to 19.5. And next again 19.5 and so on, right? So what are you seeing over here? In inclusive type, the lower limit of the next class and the upper limit of the first class are different. 14 and 15, they are different. So this is known as inclusive type. Inclusive. And in exclusive type, both are same. Look at this. Both are same over here. So where the upper and the lower limits are also the part of the class interval. Suppose if I get 14 number, this 14 number I'll arrange it in this class, not in this 15. 19 number I'll arrange it in this class. Okay. Remaining are easy for you. Right. So this is known as inclusive type. Got it, everyone? Clear? Move on. Everyone download Adda 24/7 app on your mobile. In this app, you will be getting the premium study material plus live classes, ebooks, tests. Download it immediately. And don't just download, because we are having many apps in a mobile. Right? I always tell you, we are having so many apps. How many apps do you have in your mobile? Everyone? Do you even know the number? How many apps do you have? And how many of them you use it? Hardly 3, 4, 5. Not more than 5 apps anyone uses in the mobile. So this shouldn't be the next app. Just downloaded and kept. Start using it. Because it is for your benefit. Okay. You'll be getting many features over here in this app. Free tests are available. Free these questions are available. Okay. Ebooks are available. Some free videos are available. So you can definitely check that. Okay. And also join the paid classes in this. In the app only, you join the paid classes, you are getting 1% extra. I'll tell you. The following table gives the distribution of 100 families according to the expenditures. Find a modal class. Modal. We want a mode over here. So this is the expenditure 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, and so on. And this is number of families. So which is the frequency over here? Tell me, which is the frequency? Number of families means how many families are having the income between 0 to 14. So this becomes the frequency. Always you must be able to identify the frequency first. If you understand F, then it becomes easier. This is called as F, frequency. So always it depends on frequency, which is the mode or which is the median or whatever it is. Okay, mainly mode. So mode means what? Which is having maximum number of times which is occurring. So who is occurring maximum number of times? 27. So which is the modal class? This is my modal class, right? So this is my modal class. Got it? Simple. Modal class, remember, it's always the maximum number of times which is occurring. Okay, and this other part is known as X. We always call this as X. This is a class. We find a class mark out of this. So it will be 5 over here. Central number. Here it will be 15. Right? And this we treat it as X. Then we find out Fx, and various formula are there. Fx upon F, all these mean, mode, median we find out. Okay? Got it? Clear? Simple? Move on. The runs scored by a batsman in 5 ODIs are 31, 97, 112, 63 and 19 and 12. Find the mean, median and mode. So what is this? Mean, median and mode. So first let's find out mean. What is mean? Mean means what? Addition. Do the addition, everyone. 31 plus 97 plus 112 plus 63 plus 12. Add all them. What is the answer? What is the answer you're getting, guys? Let me also try. First, I want the answer in the comment section from you. What is the answer you're getting? 31 plus 97 plus 112 plus 63 plus 12. So the answer you get is how many? Yes. Comment section. Everyone. 315. Correct. So mean is what? 315 divided by number of elements. How many elements are there? 5. So 315 upon 5. So it is 63. This is my mean. This is my mean. Now mode. Mode means what? Which is coming maximum number of times. Who is coming maximum number of times? 31, 97, 112, 63 and 12. None of them is repeated. If any would have been repeated, let's say there would have been 31, 31, 2 times. Then that would have been the mode. Who's coming maximum number of times. But here none of them is repeated. So, which is the mode then? All are modes. All are modes. Whenever the numbers are not repeated, everyone is a mode then. Okay? Now median. How to find out the median? What did I say about the median? First arrange. Arrange from the lowest to the highest. So arrange them. First is 31. Lowest is what? No, not 31. Lowest is 12. 12. Then 31. Then after that 63. After that 97. And last one is 112. Right? So arranged. Whatever is arranged, find a central number. Which is the central number? 63. So 63 is my mode. 63 is my median. So median equals to 63. Got it, everyone? So got it? How to find out the median? Arrange them in the central order, serial order. Now you'll ask me, sir, this is odd. That's why it's easy. Suppose if there would have been only 4 numbers then. 12, 31, 63 and 97. If these numbers were there, only these numbers, then what? In that case, what do you do? Arrange the same logic. Arrange them in the serial order and take the central numbers, 2 numbers central. Which are these 2? These are the 2 central numbers. Find the average of these, mean of these, mean. So 31 plus 63 upon 2. Give me the answer, everyone. 31 plus 63 upon 2. 31 plus 63, this upon 2. So it is 47. So then the median would have been 47 in that case, if there were 4 numbers. Got it? If it's a odd number, means odd numbers I am having, then the things are simple. Central number is very easy to find out. If it is even number, then I have to find out the central average of the central two numbers. Okay. Everyone do join the Sankalpa batch. Remember, in the Sankalpa batch, we are having all the four subjects: ABM, BFM, ABFM, BRBL. All the four subjects are covered. Plus numericals, objective questions, case studies covered. You get revision batches. You get this ebooks over there. Your revision batches are there in Mahapack. Okay, so in Mahapack, what do you get all? You get multiple batches. Now, Sankalpa batch plus you are getting revision batches from all the subjects, all the languages also. Bilingual also as well as in English also. So you're getting this multiple batches over here. Plus you are getting what? Plus you are getting this ebooks. Plus you are getting tests. Plus any doubt sessions you can definitely ask over there. Mini marathons, maha marathons, all of them you get to do. So that's why join the Mahapacks as such. Okay, how to join them? Okay, let me show you. Go to Adda 24/7. Always I will suggest you to go through the app. Okay, in the app you are getting the coin systems, and using these coin systems you will earn around 1% extra. Okay, so let me show you. Go to Adda 24/7 over here. One second. Yeah. So one second. Yeah. Technically, let me go to Adda 24/7. Yeah. So that's why I always tell you to join through the app. So go to Adda 24/7 over here. Here. Got it? Now click on JIB and CAIIB. Look at this. Click on JIB and CAIIB. Done. Click on CAIIB November 23. Done. Click on this Sankalpa batch. English. Look at this. English batch. Click on this English batch. Done. You will see this test online test series, 81 test series, ebooks. Go through it. Go through the ebooks. Click on this ebooks. You will see subject wise. Click on this subject. You will see chapter wise. Okay. Same thing is for tests also. Tests. Subject wise tests. Click on this. You will get chapter wise tests. Okay. So that's why it's given in two details for you and it's easy for you to understand. Okay. So click on buy now. 77% off is already there. So the fees reduces from 23,999 to 5,519. Huge discount. Join it ASAP. You can join the Mahapack also. In Mahapack, you get multiple batches. Remember, multiple batches. In the sense, you'll be getting all the batches from all the subjects, number one. And number two, you are getting these ebooks, tests. You can view this. See this. Product details are given over here. You can go through this. All these details are given. Okay. Join it accordingly. Click on buy now. See this. 77% off is there. Click on continue. Fill in the details and that's it. Make the payment. Done. I'll be back tomorrow with another series. Till then, keep studying and do join the batches ASAP. Okay. Bye.